I got my first job teaching English at a university in Thailand. My first day of classes, I was already sweating profusely, and it was only 9 a.m. There were a few ceiling fans, but there was barely a breeze. I was nervous because I had only ever tutored before, but now I was facing 45 students. When I walked into the room, students were milling about and seemed surprised to see me there. I double checked the time, and it was about 5 minutes before starting time. I smiled and went to the chalkboard, erased everything that was there, and started filling it back up. I figured that if I just got down to business, I could get over the nerves. I could hear tittering behind me. It seemed as if the students wanted to say something to me, but they were hesitant. Maybe because they weren't sure about how to say it in English or out of politeness. So, when it was time for the class to start, I started with my lesson. I introduced myself and all, but from the glances back and forth between all the students, I could tell there was something that was still off. And then all of a sudden, a colleague of mine burst into the room, all apologetic, and talked to all the students in Thai for a few minutes and started handing out books. And with my basic level of Thai, I understood that her class wasn't finished yet and that she had just left to get them books. But by the time my lesson actually started, I was completely thrown off. But, well, I found myself improvising and going with the flow. And, I started to feel more comfortable. And so as I stood there with the temperature rising, sweat just dripping down my face and even going into my mouth, I could barely keep up with wiping it all off. Well, a student took pity on me and handed me her Hello Kitty fan. And I felt kind of silly accepting it, but I was desperate, so I did. They have an expression in Thai, "Mai pen rai." It means never mind, no worries. You just go with the flow. And so I did.